Great people, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, 2023 is really brewing, especially when it has to do with the presidential election. And the person that is in full discourse right now is Rotimi Amaechi, who has declared his intention to run for presidency under the platform of APC. But something very strong is standing up against him. And the issue is the Chinese government sponsoring his presidential ambition for some reasons, which you are going to hear. Now, the Chinese came out and said, we do not have a hand in whatever thing like election in Nigeria. But then, Nigerians are now talking straight to Amaechi. You will see what they're telling him to do so that he can exonerate himself. Let's go exonerate himself. All right, we are going to give you full details of the news in a jiffy, but if you've not subscribed, just hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our video. The Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, has been urged to come clean on the allegation that the Chinese government is sponsoring his intention to become the president of Nigeria come 2023. A group, the National Coalition for Good Governance (NCCG), warned that the claim that the Republic of China may have been bankrolling his presidential ambition is not one to be taken lightly. As the Director General of the President Muhammadu Buhari campaign organization in 2019, Amaechi had played an active role in the victory recorded by the APC at the national level. Having served as a minister in President Muhammadu Buhari's cabinet, Amaechi announced his intention to contest for presidency in the forthcoming 2023 elections. However, reacting to claims in various quarters that Amaechi's ambition is being sponsored by the Chinese government, NCCG said the minister has not satisfactorily disclaimed the allegation against him. The national president of NCCG, Gbenga Oluyele, while speaking to journalists in Abuja on Wednesday, April 20, said as NCCG views the claim as proof that he has such a working arrangement with China and other countries. According to Oluyede, he said this is nothing but an attempt at selling Nigeria into the second round of colonization. The group expressed concern about how politicians like Amaechi in other African countries have practically ceded the sovereignty of their nation to China under the guise of unpaid loans obtained for building infrastructure. He said China has stepped in such countries to confiscate shopping malls, seaports, and even international airport under the guise of these countries defaulting on their loan. He noted that the transportation sector under Amaechi's supervision has exposed Nigeria to such toxic loans, and the Chinese are now working for him to become president so that they can confiscate Nigeria as they did to those other countries. In his word, he said, interestingly, the transportation sector that Amaechi superintended has the highest injection of Chinese source loan, which is further confirmation that Chinese support for an Amaechi presidency is no longer in the realm of allegation, but rather an ugly fact that is staring at Nigeria in the face. He opined that under Amaechi's watch, the transportation sector has the highest level of abuse and harassment of Nigerians by the Chinese, who usually quip that they run the government. According to Oluyede, this is a clear warning of the slavery to come if Nigerians allow Amaechi to fully hand the country over to China after they manipulate the election in his favor. The NCCG urged the minister to note that hobnobbing with China on a scale that allow him to meddle in Nigeria's election would invalidate the allegiance he would pledge to the country as president. Oloyede said that the group is challenging Amaechi to publicly tell China to stop supporting him while also cutting off his clandestine meetings with him. This is quite, for me, this is a very serious allegation coming up against him because with this alone, Nigerians will begin to wonder whether he should be considered or not. I mean, having to talk about the Chinese coming in and supporting him is something that he needs to come out with clear facts and prove that he has nothing to do with these people. Now, so a day or two, if you check our video, you're going to hear what the Chinese government had said about their involvement in sponsoring Amaechi to become the president of Nigeria. And someone was saying something like, what did you expect them to say? Do you want them to say that they are not involved in it? But by permutation and calculation, if you look at what is going on in the country, especially as it has to do with loan, you will not be in doubt that likely something like that may be a reality, except Amechi himself decides to come out clean and tell Nigerians that, hey, these guys have no hand in whatever that is going on because he needs to speak out. For me, this is a very strong allegation. I don't really have much knowledge about these NCCG guys, but then if this kind of allegation is flying everywhere, Amechi should do everything to correct that impression to let Nigerians understand I do not have a hand in whatever these guys are saying. I don't have any business with the Chinese. Some people were like, the Chinese are not part of Africa. How would they be able to influence Amaechi becoming the president of Nigeria? I said, well, personally, I have no idea about it, but then one must be careful because anything can happen in the country. Don't forget that these Chinese we are talking about have given us reasonable amount of loans, and no one can really tell the possibilities of these loans being paid because these loans are really, really much. The government believe that with some of the things that have come their way, they will be able to pay it and all of that. But looking at the situation on ground and how much revenues we are getting on a daily basis, one can not precisely say that the possibility of paying back that loan is there. But however, it is important that he comes out clean and tell Nigerians, I do not have any business with the Chinese. The Chinese are not citizens of Nigeria. So how would they be able to influence? But a lot of things can be influenced, even if the person is not part of Nigeria or not a citizen of Nigeria. Elections can be influenced with money. Money is the main thing. Immediately you push in money into the system, before you know, some people will be remote control and they will begin to run the show the way the money bearers want them to run the show. So I don't think that there's any wrong in this guy still holding on to this. But however, we know that there are a lot of allegations like that. At the end of the day, you investigate and you realize no, it's true. But then Amechi have a part to play. And what part does he have to play? Come out like these guys have said. Clear, just make the people understand, guys, this is the situation on ground. This is what I have been accused of. I do not have a hand in it, and I will not want my image to be tarnished. You guys can go meet the Chinese and they will tell you that nothing like that is in existence. Immediately you do that, automatically, it will go an extra mile to, resolve the issue, and everybody will walk home happily without any recourse to, oh, the Chinese will come and influence us. The Chinese will do this. The Chinese will do that. Come He should come out clean on this matter. It's a very serious matter, and it demands him to do, the needful, so that at the end of the day, his image will not be tarnished, and at the end of the day, he will not fail. Because to some extent, who knows, this could be the antics of his, co-opponent. They may come up with stuff like this just to make sure that they infiltrate the house of Nigeria, and at the end of the day, not allow him to win. So come out clean, tell Nigerians this is the position of things, and that will just be it. That's where we like to leave it.